So you have, and you and your team have lots of conversations all day, in fact, on the phone with clients. What would you say are some of the top questions, either questions asked or topics discussed, things that people are really thinking about and trying to figure out right now?
Absolutely. I think there's been more of an emphasis, and it really does depend on the platform when we think of sort of common questions, but lead routing has been a consistent issue, I think, across the board, across the platforms for clients coming to me saying, I don't know why this lead just ended up in the lap of this salesperson, or how do I get this individual into a campaign but reflected in my attribution model in a different way while already a part of this account with this user. And it can get very convoluted when you don't take a step back and really just try to map out the ideal strategy. And so many team members are walking into something that's already in process, something that's already built, something that may not have that full picture of, or maybe things have changed. There's sales turnover. There's different strategies for the sales team, so for goals. So being able to map and really target how someone gets from A to B, troubleshoot that, and really nail that down is beneficial. A client will, I think we need to remember that when a client is concerned about lead routing, that's also impacting the bottom line. And so that is, for me, a very urgent conversation that needs to be addressed, at least in a plan of action. If not something that happens tomorrow, then it's something that needs to take place. And it can be timely to get alignment between different departments in order to identify the best routing. Or it may just be a direction from the top and it's just something we're setting up in automation. But either way, it's something that if we don't tackle, it will build upon, and all of a sudden your lead scoring model, your life cycle efforts, the operational, the data hygiene, everything that you've done doesn't matter if the lead isn't ending up in the right place. Yeah. So that for me has been pretty common across.
Interesting. Yeah. And it's one of those foundational pieces, right? Building blocks. I always think of it like there are these elements that you need to have set up in a meaningful way, as well as accurately set up within the system. And without those, I think of it like when we come in and talk to somebody about attribution reporting, right? In order to execute attribution reporting, your systems need to be configured properly. Those processes need to be set, lead scoring, lead routing, your life cycle, integration, right? Data population, which means your forms need to be set up properly. It's really sort of a higher level umbrella that says everything under it also needs to be configured properly in order to move forward. And so, again, to the point of different clients being at different stages of that, some have really thoroughly created their foundation, and others have recognized that at one point it was thoroughly created and now there are cracks, and others are saying, well, we're still building it and we want to make sure we do it right and intentionally. But yeah, so it is interesting, just the different key pieces there that will come up for different clients. But we know how important it is to spend the time and focus on it now, so that when you want to do the more advanced efforts, you don't have to go back and sort of rework everything that you've done.